Hey guys, William here. Today we're doing a figure review, and you're looking at the Kamen Rider Black Renewal 2013 edition from Bandai. So this is called New Renewal because they are re-releasing this character with a new exoskeleton and more of articulation. So back in 2008, they released a version of Kamen Rider Black, and it was very limited. It had a lot of problems, especially the proportion was a little bit off. So I guess from these technological advances in the recent years, SHFiguarts figured it was gonna do the fan a big service by releasing these guys again, and I was able to snatch this off HLJ for around $40. The turnaround time was around 1.5 weeks. So now I finally had a chance to unbox it, and here we are. So this is coming rather black. Uh, Before we go any further, let's have a look at the accessories and the boxes it came with. So I'm just gonna quickly remove that. So this is the box it comes with. Very simple stuff, like any typical SHFiguarts release. You get the Kamen Rider picture on the side. You got a little thing about SHFiguarts, and you got a little bit more blurb about SH Art. Kamen Rider Black on the side here, and you got some of the poses Kamen Rider can do. As well, it tells you can buy the Battle Hopper bike for Kamen Rider Black separately, which by the way costs around $40, and essentially it's the same price as this figure itself. And on the side here, you see Mask Rider Black, and that's it. So inside the box, you get a manual. Obviously, it tells you how to put on the hands. These are ball jointed ends. I don't know why they don't focus, but here we go. Ball jointed hands. And you see that there's actually 5 pairs. So not including the one the Kamen Rider is using right now, there are 4 sets of hands in the box. And they are the karate chop hand, the grippy hands, the finger pointing hands, and the hand that you'll use if you get a motorcycle. So that's it. 4 sets of hands. Okay, going back to the figure itself. So, as I said earlier, this is a new release, and what that means is that it has improved detailings, improved articulations. So, let's have a look at some of the newer sculpt, and that's supposedly more true to the actual series. For one thing, you get a nice matte black finish, which is reminiscent of the old rubber suit they used in the show. So that's very nice touch. And for another, you can see that there's a little bit of weathering on the torso. You can see the leather suit or the rubberized suit is worn, has little creases on the side, very nice. As well, you can see the insane detailing on the transformation belt, which I'm going to move in closer so you guys have a better look. Okay, there we go. Does that work? Yeah, there you go. So you can see that the amount of detail going to the transformation belt is amazing. And there's no color botching on this figure, so that's very, very nice. As I would mention, the metal or the matte black finish really gives that leathery look, and that's pretty cool to this figure. And obviously, on like all other SH releases, the repticle on the eyes is just simply amazing because you can see the honeycomb on it. Oh, I can't see the focus. But anyways, let me bring this down. So the head is definitely a very, very, very nicely sculpted. And best of all, this figure is actually proportional. So like a lot of the older SH releases, like the ones I have over here, you will see that it has a little bit of a proportion problem in the sense that the legs are a little bit too long, and also the arms are a little bit too skinny. So the newer releases with a newer skeleton is aimed to fix that problem as well. So far, Benda has done a really good job, and it looks like a really good figure. So that's enough about the looks. Let's talk about how it actually plays. In terms of articulation, the head, you can bump it up, you can bump it down, you can move it side to side. In fact, you can do 180. like that. So it does move really well, very easily to move. And if you look on the side here, it's actually quite a bit of rotation just on the head itself. So if I were aiming for the head, sorry, let me make this a little bit taller for you guys so it's easier to see. You can see that the head, this is standing up. The head can go all the way down this much, go all the way up here, and you can turn this all the way up to this side. So that's pretty cool. Let's look at the arms, the bicep. The arm has a new feature built in, which is supposed to help with articulation, and that's something that I've seen on a lot of high-end toys lately. And this is the double hinge on the shoulder. I think Play Art, Metal Gear Solid, Gray Fox also has something like that, and that's pretty cool. It really adds another extra layer of articulation to your figure when you're posing. And also to note is that this is all like jointed by a peg, so you might want to watch out when you're playing. The joint doesn't look as sturdy as it was before, or maybe because it looks exposed. That's why I'm saying that. But anyways, there's a little bit more gapping here, so it doesn't look as good. Luckily, you can move the shoulder pad anywhere you want because it has its articulation points. Or sorry, rather it has individual articulation points, so you can move these shoulder pads around to block it if you need to. As for the arms here, the bicep, you have a little bit of a twisting motion over here, so that allows you to move arms very easily. So you see the arm actually moves really well. As well, there's a double hinge mechanism jointed here, and the hand here is on a ball joint, so it rotates. It's all really nicely done in the sense that it's very tight and doesn't go all over the place. So that's definitely good when you want to hold poses. In terms of waist articulations, you have two parts. One part in between this top part, between the belt and the chest. The other one is from the belt to the lower groin area. So if I were to move it to sideways, you can see that just holding the top, just moving the top, you'll see that you can bend all the way forward like so, and you can bend all the way back like that. And also on the bottom, you can move it down a little bit. Bottom articulation is not so much, but once you combine it with the top chest articulation, you actually have a lot of bend and flex for this Kamen Rider. So if you see that's how much you can bend. That's actually pretty amazing if you think about it. So that's pretty cool. So as I was saying, the chest, one thing to note is that it actually got little detailings on the bottom here. You can see that the bio armor. Come on, zoom in. The bio armor here, the fiber is actually showing really well, which I can't seem to get the camera to focus. I don't know why. Come on, camera. Anyways, you see what I mean. There's a lot of fibers around the side here. Yeah, there we go. And also in the back there, lots of fiber inside that's tucked away underneath. So that's very nice touch detail on Bandai's part. Anyways, moving on to the leg here. The leg can kick all the way up here, which if you look at sideways, about this much. What's cool is I can split this way, which is actually quite a bit compared to the previous release. As well, the knee is double jointed, so it can go this way once, and it could go joint again. So I don't think that's something the older SH can do. So that's a very welcome release because it gets a lot extra points of articulation across. Also, I do like how the knee pad's made, or how the knee pad covers the joint very well. So, definitely a plus. I love that. I love how it hides it very well, and how in the back there's a little bit of the bio armor showing. On the leg there, you get the ball joint on the ankle, as well on the heel you get a little bit more of a bent, and that's it. Unfortunately, this Kamen Rider doesn't really have much articulation in the foot, so you can see it's actually just pretty much flat. I can't get it to focus right now. I don't know why. Here, let's just try this. There we go. Yeah, so you can see that it's actually like there's no detailing on this foot whatsoever. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. That's about it. So the major difference I noticed when I first picked up this figure is the fact that the weight of the figure changed because they don't have diecast content in this figure anymore, which is quite a shame because I quite like that. Usually for all the SHFigure releases, at least pertaining to Kamen Riders, they have diecast feet, which helps with stabilizing their movement. I don't know why they decided to take away from this. I just thought it would be so much nicer if it had a little bit more heft on the bottom of his feet, so it's able to pose without a stand. Not that you can't hold a pose, it's just that it's very easy to knock over because there's no weight on the bottom. Now, like I said, internal articulation, I have the older SH release of the Kabuto, and you can see that the proportions are a little bit skewed. Like I said before, the leg is too long and the arm is a little bit overly skinny. As well, the leg doesn't bend half as much. You can see that there's more of a gap opening than the Kamen Rider Black release. As well, that actually, sorry, I don't think there was any point leading to that. So there's that for Kabuto, and I do have here with me Kamen Rider V3, and you can see that the torso is poorly done. So definitely on a plus part for SHFiguarts to release the newer endoskeleton with a fixed torso rotation and articulation. So that's definitely most welcomed. And I'm really looking forward to a re-release of the 2014 Renewal edition of Kamen Rider Kabuto. So apparently Kabuto is also gonna get the Renewal makeup. So this should be nice to see how much improvement they can make, taking the suggestion of Kamen Rider Black Renewal release. Oops, and I think that's about it. Kamen Riders had enough, so I'm gonna call it a day, and thank you guys for watching.